Hey everyone,
What's up,
welcome
you guys?
back to our channel,
Totally Tates.
I'm Crystal.
And I'm Joshua, you
and
guys.
if you are new here, welcome to our channel.
Welcome back,
hit
you
the
guys.
subscribe button and hit the notification bell to get notifications. And yeah, just be in tune with the Tates, okay? And so today we're talking about our experience with raising special needs children. We do have 2 of them, so we just wanted to share. I know we get a lot of questions and a lot of stares, and I know people probably want to know. So hey, we're making this video for those who want to know.
Yeah, you guys. So just to get right into it, I can just say overall, you guys, if I were to put it from us on the scale of 1 to 10, you guys, I would definitely say that it's somewhere like kind of close. No, I can't answer that question like that, you guys, because I'm not gonna say it's a 1, and I'm not gonna say it's a 10, and I'm not gonna say that it's a 5, you guys, because it ranges. You know, some days it'd be closer to 1, some days it'd be closer to 10,
Right.
and you know, some days it'd be 10, some days it'd be 1, and I'm gonna tell you guys, you might be like, dang. On the level of 1 to 10, some days it's a 1. Yes, it's a 1 when I'm about to lose my child and I'm crying and my wife is crying because the doctor is saying he's not gonna make it, and because his condition, they can't perform CPR, because if they perform CPR, they're gonna break his ribs. So days like that, it sucks terribly that you know our kids have special needs condition, and we gonna make a video on the moment where multiple times Samson almost died, you guys.
Just to put it out there.
Hey, I'm just gonna put it out there, and because of his special needs condition, it gets hard in those moments. It gets so hard. Like I said, when the doctors can't do CPR, because even if they do, it's a chance they're gonna break his bones, and they might puncture his lungs or his heart or something. So
exactly.
Okay, you guys. Overall, though, like for real, like I said, it's days where it's really hard, and it's days that it's really, really good. I can just say it's tough. Would I trade it for anything else? No. I mean, it's ups and it's downs, but overall, it's our journey, man. This is what God gave us, you know. And some days are hard and some days are tough, but you know, I love it. But kind of like, you know, let's just talk about some of our bad experiences. You know, like what are some negatives as far as with us? You know, I'll say, what do you think, Crystal? What are some negative things as far as with us having special needs kids?
So I'd like to talk about this, but I feel like we want to narrow it down just to our 2 sons' conditions, Osteogenesis Imperfecta. And they do have special needs too, but it's just like narrow it down because they had their condition, it makes them fragile. So with that, it's like they can easily be broken. Their bones could break easily. So like the number one thing is we have to be extremely careful with them.
Yeah, we have to be extremely careful.
And not only that, we as parents, we have to, but then we have to let everyone else, we have that. We always be like that, but we have to let everyone else know, like, you have to be careful with my baby.
Yes.
They may think, sometimes we'll go to the doctors or somewhere, they'll be like, oh, no, even that little thing that you're doing might be a little bit too much. If you just do it the wrong little way and it tweak and boom, he got hurt. So it's like, we have to be like hogs, like he was just doing. Like, we have to like really watch carefully and just make sure that people aren't going to hurt our sons. And even what was that? Being around our being around our family members or just friends or functions. Let me say, being in functions
or
with
events.
A lot of events, with a lot of people. It's just like, oh my gosh, our anxiety levels are so high because it's just so nerve-wracking because people could just walk by not knowing, of course, like we're not, but people just could walk by and just the smallest little boom can make them fall or something. Like it's just so much.
I would definitely, I agree with that. You know, it's super tough just having to be on the edge because, and I'm gonna tell you guys, it's tough because it's like when we're going out as a family, different places, or even just having people over, friends and family over our house, like,
other children,
it's just like it's trying to find like, it's like, man, like I don't want to be so over the edge, you know, that like where like, man, Samson can't do anything, or even Joseph when he get older, or even right now, he can't do anything, and at the same time, you know, being in the place where, okay, we're going to have some freedom to let you kind of, you know, just be around people freely.
Yeah, we don't want to be the helicopter parent all the time.
Like it gets super hard because we have experienced, you guys. Sometimes we let our guard down, and you know, and it just get put up right back. Yeah. Like, you know, we be like, okay, hey, we gonna relax. You can hold Samson or you could hold, well, not Joseph yet, but like times in the past with Samson, it's like, yeah, you can hold Samson, and it's just like, God, leave, man, come on, man. Like, man, he hurt, man. And then it's hard because it's like, I can't be mad at that person, right? And I can't even be mad at Samson. And so it's just like, man, you know, it's just really, that's one of the toughest things is just pain. It's man, that's literally how it is, you guys. It's just like, can't even really explain it, but it's just tough having to be that careful, and just it's tough just with him being able to get hurt, you know, so easily. Like that's tough, and even to go even on further, like one thing that's also hard is actually dealing with our kids, dealing with Samson when he's in pain and when he is hurt. Like, it hurts my heart, you guys. Whenever Samson get hurt, or even Joseph, when they get hurt, like it just hurt, because it's like, man, I don't want my sons to be in pain. Yeah, you know, it's like, so hard. Man, it's just like, again, and I could just imagine, you know, how they feel, but I can't imagine because I never broke a bone. I never had a fracture in my bone.
Exactly. It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's just, you know, that's tough actually seeing.
Yeah, actually just seeing, like, being from the parents' perspective, it's just like your child is just hurt because something so minute. And so for us, it's just like, or for me, it's just like, oh my gosh, my baby hurting again. Not again. Lord, oh my God, I gotta wrap him up, and we have to limit things in the time frame that he's hurting, and just to allow him to have time to heal up and stuff. But that's just hard, just seeing your child in pain. Like, it's really tough.
It really is tough, and I know even some people on Instagram, they made, you know, some comments like, y'all terrible parents for, you know, having babies like that when y'all know they're gonna have special needs and stuff. And so, like, you know, when people make those negative comments, you know, literally we would think like, man, you know, they got, I'm not gonna say like that's right, but it makes us think, you know, man, it does suck for your children to be in pain, and you can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, that's really true. And another thing that we can think of is just a lot of doctor's appointments, and a lot of doctors, and a lot of therapists, therapy sessions and stuff. It's just a lot, and we love all of them, though. We really do.
Yeah, we really do, but it can be
just overwhelming
especially
sometimes.
In the beginning.
Yeah, especially in the beginning, because at first, back then, Samson, oh man, we had plenty of doctors, like doctors' phone calls, and like I'm talking about like 5 different type of doctors and names and stuff would call me,
different kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
they would just call my phone.
Specialist.
Yeah, exactly. They'll just call my phone for like throughout the whole week. So I'm like Monday through Friday, I'm getting a different call from a different doctor each day, and it's just And then I have to, not only that, I have to actually take them to the doctors, and not only that, some of them are coming to my house to check them out, and just different, like, it was just so much. And then just to add, like, it was just so many appointments and so many doctors. So that's really a lot, just thinking of that, and having it to be all on one person. And I'm gonna say that because I was the one doing all of the stuff, but he, on the other hand, was taking care of all the finances.
Yes,
so
you guys.
That was huge.
You know, just starting it like that. This is our experience, you guys, and with our experience, when we had Samson, that was our first special needs child.
First special needs.
Yeah, that was our first child, and that was our first child with special needs. It was hard, you guys, because at the same time dealing with Crystal, with having all these doctor's appointments, you guys, not only that, you guys, like, for us on a financial standpoint, like, we've been going through a little bit, you guys, and like, it's been journeys like this, and I'm not just gonna say it's all just because we had special needs kids. No. I'm not gonna say that, but I can definitely say like me and Crystal, we were in an okay place financially, but when we had Samson,
yeah,
and the reason why, you guys, we got
bills.
in so much medical debt, you guys. I wasn't prepared for this, you guys.
Nobody had no idea.
Yeah, nobody prepared me, like even like insurance wise, you guys. We had insurance from my employer. We had good insurance at that too. But nobody prepared us for the financial obligation that we were gonna have.
That we were getting ready to face.
That we were getting ready to face. We're having a special needs child. And another thing that's kind of tough as far as what our experience is, just even from an emotional standpoint, you guys, like emotionally it gets hard some days for us. Like some days we cry, some days we're in tears, some days we're sad and kind of, overwhelmed and emotionally overwhelmed with sadness because like it's just come from a place of it's kind of difficult to even talk about this, but overall I thank God for my son and we thank God for our children. We thank God that he blessed us with our kids, but some days it just gets sad, like why do our sons have to have this condition?
Or why does this condition even exist?
Yeah, why does this condition even exist?
That was really tough.
And like, from an emotional standpoint, just looking, sometimes like we just get down and just be like, man, I really wish my son didn't have this condition, especially with moments to where, he get hurt, or moments to where we're in a hospital and the doctor is telling us, hey, we might have to do CPR, but we blah, blah, blah. Like I said in the beginning, in those moments, it can get really sad. But even just from the day to day, like sometimes just being around, like even in the beginning of, like in the very beginning when we had Samson, like being around other families who only have, normal children and children with no special needs. It's
that was really tough. That was really, really tough for us. I remember, I don't want to go into too much detail, but it was just times where we just couldn't even do it. It was just so hard to the point to where we couldn't even do it. And it was really tough. Like, dang, man, you guys get to, like, this how we were thinking. Like, you guys get to this, and we can't do that, or we won't experience this. And it's just those thoughts were like really like hold us down. We have those really sad
like
thoughts.
Things like, for example, like going to, like when it comes to like, as far as theme parks and water slides and roller coasters and all of things, all those things, and even just the simple basic things like swings and, in the very beginning, that was like non-existent for us, you guys. Like, because it was our first time too, so it was a lot of things that we just didn't know. We were clueless.
Scared.
Yeah, we were fearful about a lot of things, and it was really hard, as far as, but I can definitely say throughout the years, things have been getting better for us, and things have, we were literally, you guys, I'm gonna just tell you how it's been. Literally, in the beginning, everything was hard. Everything was hard for us. Everything was hard. From a spiritual standpoint, we was confused. But we God. We had so many questions with God. Our faith was at a low level. Financially, we was just in a place to where we didn't know how we was gonna get out of it. From even the standpoint of how are we gonna do this? We were scared. Like, how in the world can we take care of our kid? You know? So that was even hard in the very beginning. But I can definitely say, throughout the years,
it's gotten
things have like those negative things have gotten better.
They have definitely gotten better.
Yeah, those negative things have.
They've gotten better, and then we've became wiser. We became stronger,
smarter.
Smarter. Exactly. Like these things is like, okay, well now we kind of know how to navigate a little bit more from back then. Like now, and even having our second son, we kind of do know the ropes a little bit and how to navigate him through different things. With Samson, it was like this, so we know this, and we know how to work this way with them. So it hasn't, and then that's another thing. It hasn't just been all negative.
Oh yeah, it hasn't
been all negative. We have experienced so much joy through just having Samson alone first, because he's our first son. But we've been able to experience so much joy through just him. Like, he's an extremely joyful person. If you know him, if you follow him on social media, but if you know him personally, The boy is like joy. Like, yes. I don't know. He just got so much.
He filled with joy, you guys. I can definitely say, like, he's the person, you guys, who brings around so much joy. And I mean, I could even look at it from this aspect, like. It's like, man, like you look at Samson and you know he has a special needs condition, but he got so much joy. He got a beautiful smile on his face. You know, he's making jokes and the way he talking, you know, it's like that brings a lot of joy to our life and even to other people's life.
Exactly.
It's just really a blessing to be able to see my son. And you guys, one thing that my pastor said, and I was so grateful for this, but my pastor, he told me one thing. He said, sometimes God performs the miracle, but sometimes God allow you to be the miracle. And that put a lot of things in perspective in my life, because I know, you know, from a spiritual standpoint, it was tough, man. It was tough, like, God, you know, like, why, man? Why? But like just hearing my pastor say that, like, things kind of just made a lot more sense, because and God been speaking to us and even just showing us different things along this journey. But literally, like, sometimes God, he performs the miracle, but sometimes God allow us to be the miracle. He allows Samson to be the miracle. And so every single day, I'm not lying, like literally on my worst days, and I had some really, really, really dark days, like I didn't give up, but not only I didn't give up, but it's like I'm able to see a miracle, because Samson was not supposed to be here. Like the chances of him living, they said, was very slim. When he was born, he had fractures all throughout his body, you guys. He was in a hospital for 2 months, and not even only that, Samson has been through 3 times to where he almost passed away, where it was chance that he should not be living, you guys. And so, like, it's a joy being able to see Samson, like, and specifically, but even with Joseph, it's a joy to be able to see my sons, to see, like, man, like, God is good, you know. Like, yes, they do have a special needs, and this is even a preach word, you guys. Like, yes, they do have a special needs condition, but guess one thing that I noticed, and I told Crystal this: everyone in life goes through suffering and pain. Theirs is physical pain. There is a physical condition. But it's a lot of us, we're going through all kind of different things, and that don't mean that God doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And it just remind me just how good God is. Like my son, he got this condition, but he's full of joy. He's full of smiles. And I'm telling you guys, he has been a blessing in my life, because on some days where I cry in front of my son would be like, "Daddy, can I pray for you?" In some of my lowest moments, you guys, that me and Crystal kind of even just been through in these past few months, like, my son would put on gospel music and say, "Daddy, I'm playing this song for you." Right. And so, like, you know, for me, like, my eyes, tears come to my eyes, you guys, because it's like I live for God, you guys, but like I'm able to even continue pushing on and pushing through all of the things that I've been through, all of the things that Crystal been through, the things that we've been through in our marriage. We're able to push on, you know, because we see like a living miracle every single day that we're here. We get to see our son who not supposed to be here, you guys. Who's not supposed to be here. And it wasn't just one time. It wasn't just 2 times, y'all. 3 times. It was a big chance that my son was supposed to not be here. So to be able to see a miracle in front of my eyes, you guys. A miracle. Yes, he's not fully healed and he's not normal, but it's a miracle for him to be able to just be alive. And I can just say, you know, that trumps everything, you guys.
Literally, that trumps everything.
That trumps everything.
It's just like you said, it's just a blessing to be able to see him and to know that he's impacting our lives tremendously. He's transformed us in ways that there's so many ways that we can't even explain.
But yeah, you guys, as far as, you know, that's kind of what it's like, you know, kind of an overview of what it's like with us, you know, having special needs children, the ups and the downs. And we'll go forward and making some more videos, even going in detail, even about a little bit more, because it's a lot that we can say, you guys.
A lot.
It's a lot of downs. downs and it's a lot of ups, you guys. You know, it's so much that we can say, but more than what we can say, you guys stay tuned. You'll be able to see, you know, days in the life of Totally Tate.
Yes, true that. True that. And so we hope that you liked this video. We hope that you enjoyed it. And if you have anything that you want to say, anything that you want to ask, share your hearts in the comments. Okay, we'll be there communicating with you all, and we might even make another video if you guys say anything specific that we could actually talk about in another video. So don't be afraid to leave us some comments down below, and make sure you come back and check out our next videos. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.